Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Cyndi Williams here. I have my good friends Julie and Tanya here today, who I'm going to introduce you to. They recently just graduated the Careers on Vacation program. You guys are certified travel advisors now. I will let you introduce yourself and then tell everybody your company's name. And let's start there, and then I'll get into questions. Julie, you want to go first?
Sure. I'm Julie, and my company's name is Splendid Skies Travel, which I'm super excited about. It's a really pretty logo. And then I'm focusing on luxury travel, so beach vacations, health and wellness, and European vacations.
I love it. Those are some good niches. Tanya, what about you?
Yeah.
I'm Tanya, and I am from Montana slash Alaska. And my company's name is Round Trip Travel Agency, and I'm going to be specializing in the Caribbean.
I love it. Great niches, guys. So I love doing these little features where you get to kind of share your case study forward, share your experience with going through the Careers on Vacation Mastermind program. Tell everybody, if you would, where your business was before taking the program and where you are now. And if you weren't a travel agent, then you could say, I wasn't, right? Tanya, let's have you start on this one.
Well, I was not a travel agent. A girlfriend of mine, she was talking to me about my current business. I'm a candle maker and I have a wholesale candle company. And she said, if you move to Alaska, how are you going to afford to make a profit by sending all your stuff up there and shipping costs and everything? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that. And she's like, well, I think you make a great travel agent. And it was like a V8 moment. Like, I don't want to date myself, but those commercials where you should have had a V8. I was like, oh, I should have been a travel agent. Why have I not thought about this? So I just found you on, like everybody else, on YouTube. I'm obsessed. I wait for those little upcoming videos that you have that haven't been launched yet. I watch them all because I love to watch everybody's success stories constantly. So yeah, I like to binge watch you, Cyndi, but those upcoming videos that haven't been launched or getting ready to launch, I have to keep watching
I
with
love
you.
that. I didn't know if people like that or not because I feel like, sometimes it drives me crazy. So I'm going to keep doing that just because you said that you like to keep tabs on it for sure. So, and you are a certified travel professional now, Tanya, and you have your business set up. So kudos to you. That's super,
Thank you.
super exciting. You really worked the program as you were going through it.
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It was a blast.
Good. Julie, what about you?
Yeah, no, mine's a little similar. I was not a travel agent before. Interesting enough, I grew up in Montana also, so that's fun that we have that in common. Right after I graduated high school, I went to a trade school, and it was to become a travel agent, which was way different in the 90s than it is now. But then I moved to Seattle. And I found a job with an airline here. And then before I knew it, 30 years had passed, and I'd grown a great career there, but I was ready to do something different. And so I left them in January, just really took some time to figure things out. And I was talking to my sister, like, what's next for me? Right. And she said, why don't you be a travel agent? You've always wanted to, you arrange all the travel for all of our family. You're doing it for all your friends. Like, you should do that. And I'm like, you're right. That's what I always wanted to do. And so then I researched online, and I'm so glad I found your program because I saw a couple other ones too, but yours has been phenomenal, and so glad I found it.
I
So
love that. And what a full circle moment for you. Because that's when
yeah.
I started. I went to travel school in the 90s, right? And
Uh-huh.
difference might be I've been in the industry this whole time, kind of watching things
Yes.
change. And you're right, it is completely different. In fact, before we started this call, we were talking about the old GDS system. You had to learn how to codes
Mhm.
and things like that. So the
Yeah.
new, how the world operates today. But what a great full circle moment coming back to what your spirit was telling you early on that you kind of want to do.
Hmm.
And you were still in the industry, but just kind of not doing the
Yeah.
function of what you really wanted to do, kind of heart wise, which I
Hmm.
love. So, what do you guys feel like have
Yeah.
been your biggest wins or celebrations now that you're set up and you're out there operating in the world?
Cyndi, you want to go?
Either one. You guys take your pick. Who wants to go first?
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and go. So my biggest accomplishment was obviously graduating from the course. I have been starting to plan my first trip for honeymooners. And so I'm pretty excited about that. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. But I have to say, my biggest accomplishment in this course was my realization that I had a lot of things I needed to work on within myself. Um, to stay focused. I am a shiny squirrel. I like to see. I'm not. I like to see the shiny. I get distracted easily, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I cite shiny objects syndrome, where I realized I need to just stay focused. And this course has really helped me personally grow. So for me, that's a huge accomplishment because it's not only going to help me with my travel agency, but also with my other business.
I love that. That's perfect. Julie, what have been some of your biggest wins or
Yeah.
accomplishments?
I'd say, as I started to tell people about what I was doing, and moving over into this travel industry, I was just amazed and felt so grateful for how supportive people were of this big change that I was making in my life. And they're like, "Oh, can I be your first client?" Like I got a lot of those, like, "I want you to plan my trip." And I've already started planning some trips for my friends, which is amazing. But what she was saying about the mind work that you need to do, and especially that shift from a corporate world to being a business owner is huge. And so I just so appreciated that aspect of it, and that was a part of it because it's something you don't realize you need until you start the work in it.
That's
And
so
so
true.
yeah, it was amazing. And then all of the social media stuff too. I mean, I'm a casual social media user. And so just to really get in there and understand how to use it for your business,
Yeah.
that was pretty phenomenal too.
I love that. Yeah, it's and going back to what you're saying about that transition, the beautiful thing about life is because a lot of people, similar to your situation, Julie, are like, how can I leave this career I was in for 30 years or 20 years and do this new
Mm,
thing? It's not like you leave all that experience behind. That's the beautiful thing. It's understanding how to leverage all of your lifetime of travels, all of your lifetime of experience and different jobs and careers that you bring with you. Everybody brings a different collection to the table, and then how do you parlay that into this new thing, which I think is, a beautiful journey to watch you guys go through, especially when you have that courage to step out on faith and go, I finally want to do what I want to do kind of in this
mhm.
place, right? So I love
Yeah.
that. Now you guys have both touched on the mindset work, so I won't ask that question again, but what I would love to say is tell me what besides my classes, because a lot of people don't realize they think they're signed up for Careers on Vacation and I'm gonna get to go to class with Cyndi, which you absolutely do. I'm there every Tuesday. You can come to the founders calls. I will work with you. I will help you. But people don't realize we have this huge team and this huge company. Wanderlust Campus actually has a whole staff of facilitators and experts that work with all of our students on their custom vision. It's not like an e-kit. If you're looking for just an e-kit that's going to, gather dust on your hard drive, this is not the program for you. But if you want people to step in, understand your vision, and kind of work with you. So when you went through that journey, what was like one either piece or one class, or what was like one thing in the program that stands out to you as something where you were like, wow, this is something I didn't even know that I needed maybe?
I'll go. Is it okay if I go first?
Yeah, go
Uh,
ahead, sure.
I think we mentioned the mindset and then the social media. And for me, it was also the calls I had with my coach. She was phenomenal. And I always left our calls feeling like I was on the right track. We had a list of stuff I needed to accomplish. So I didn't feel like I was in it by myself. To
Yeah.
your point about just having an e-course and you're just like, fumbling away on your computer with it. I felt like I was supported by a full team that was helping me be successful. It was really phenomenal.
Yeah, Julie, that's a good aspect. So if this is your first video or your 100th video, everybody in my programs gets a private coach that they get to work with, and it is a certified travel industry coach. So someone that knows the industry, knows what they're doing, and they have been trained under my leadership to help you kind of go forward. That's what Julie's talking about. You get 3 of those through the course of this particular program. Tanya, what was one of the aspects of the program that was either a surprise or was helpful to you that you didn't realize you'd be even be getting?
Yes. So again, I do want to touch on the coaching. The coaching, I had Jamie, and Jamie is so inspiring. I mean, I
Yes,
can't even tell you. She is just amazing. Well, I'm sure you know. So,
I
but
do.
she is really
Yep.
amazing. But for me, it was, I didn't realize how competitive that I am. And being in this course, I was comparing myself to everybody else. And I had this I had this moment where, in the beginning I was kind of cocky. I was like, I'm just going to be able to fly through this course. Just give me all the material. And, because I had already set up businesses before, I knew how to do that. So, before coming to the course, I had, my EIN number, I had my name, I had, everything. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just rock this. And then I got halfway through it, and I'm like, I'm not rocking this. I'm just like, this is,
It's a
uh-oh.
lot. Yeah.
And so, I had this moment where I was comparing myself to everybody else, and I thought they were like so far ahead of me, and they had it all together. And I realized, through Brandon and his courses, and he always kept me on track mentally. But he was just like, "You do you, boo. You just stay in your own lane. You don't compare yourself to everybody else. You work at your own pace. The school is not going anywhere. The curriculum is not going anywhere. You can access it at any time, no matter what you have going on in your life." So, for me, it was just realizing I just need to sit back, just put blinders on, and stop comparing myself to everybody else, and just do what I need to do with everything. Just be focused on, at hand.
Yep.
So
I love that.
that was it for me.
Yeah, getting rid of that imposter syndrome, because it does, when you're doing something new, it pops up for you, and kind of getting past whatever, mindset roadblocks. I think that's really an important piece. You brought up something new in your conversation that you mentioned with Brandon, which that's Brandon is our mindset coach in the program. He's phenomenal. We love him to pieces. But he reminded you and me in the through the way of the universe works, and you just told me, was you don't ever lose access to your curriculum. So everybody gets a lifetime of the program access, which means for as long as I'm running this program, you'll have access to it. And you guys went through it a very interesting time, because this week, this just a couple days ago, we launched version 5.0 of Careers on Vacation. And we never talk about this on the channel, but I think it's important to share with people, because what I'd love to ask you guys is, okay, if you bought a program in 2016, has anyone dusted it off and given you the new stuff? Because a lot's changed through COVID, and every week stuff is changing on Meta and Facebook and Pinterest and all the places, right? One of the things our alumni can really count on us for is to get that updated information. And so every year we do, pretty updates in the program anyway. But this year we did a huge overhaul, new videos, new tools, new resources, all talk tracks, emails, templates. I mean, like the toolbox you get, we don't really talk about that a lot, but tell me how you guys feel about, you guys, I don't know if you got to see the upgrade yet. Julie, I know, just kind of peeked at it, but how does that resonate with you now that you're out in the world? How do you plan to use Wanderlust Campus as you move forward?
Oh, for me, I'll continue to refer back to it all the time, especially around the social media things, and the mindset too is really big. So all of those, I think it's phenomenal that it's continuously updated. And I took a look out there and it looks great. I was not happy my percentage was back down to 9%. I'm like,
We
what?
wanted to show you where all the new stuff was. I was like, people are gonna hate that we rolled this progress bar back,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. So, but it then lets me know where to go back in and look at everything. But I think it's great, and I'm so excited. And that was one of the things that really drew me to this program. One is when I talked to the gal who was introducing me to it about how things are always updated. I'll have access to it for the rest of my life. So that's
yeah.
amazing. And so that was one of the reasons why I chose this program.
So good. Tanya, have you had a chance to peek in? I know you've probably heard about it, but
I did hear about it. I have not had a chance to peek, but I was talking to Administrator Shelley and last night, or I guess the day before, and we were talking about the launch. And I was just saying, this is just amazing that we're still going to have access to it. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I need to start it over again, just to make sure that I glean all the information that you guys are giving us now. So,
Yeah.
of course, I know I don't have to, but just as a refresher, I might
It's
just do
there
that.
if you,
So,
yeah, it's there if you need it, right? And it's kind of like we think of these programs as living, growing like organisms, right? Like the program I gave to people in 2016 was like 8 tiny modules that we used to email. Now we have this whole membership site with you get access to the booking academy, the partner portal, the business tool, the KPI tracker. There's so much in there. So you can't get through everything always in 12 weeks. And we haven't launched this, but next week will be within your Careers on Vacation program is going to be an area called the Vault. And the Vault is going to have some additional series. We're going to have a video boot camp. We're going to have the Meta series. And we're also going to have Facebook ad training. So all of that's going to unlock. And even if you didn't get to it while you were earning your certification in that first 12 weeks, that our grads will have some extra fun goodies as you guys grow. So that's just our gift to you for trusting us with your journey. And I love to do that because I feel like it's Christmas whenever we we do something new. So I love that you guys love it. So last question is, would you recommend Careers on Vacation to someone who was in your similar situation, but specifically why? What would be your why for recommending it to someone?
Yes, I absolutely would. And I think the why is because of the things that you mentioned. One, it's continuously updated, you have access to it. It gives you the full picture. It's not just about here's some of the travel things you need to know, but how do you market it? How do you make sure in crisis management, all of those things, and setting up your own business to your own logo, all of that, because that was all new to me. I'd never set up my own business before. So that was really important. So, and just the team you have, they're really fabulous and really great. And so I would highly recommend it to anyone who wants to go down this path.
That's great. Thank you, Julie. Tanya, what about for you?
yes, I would absolutely recommend the course. I would just say save yourself the time and the energy of going down rabbit trails because you just need to stay in a program that is going to take you by your hand and guide you through every process. And that's exactly what they do in Careers on Vacation is they guide you through every step of the way. So you're not wasting a bunch of time researching or coming to a halt and getting frustrated because you don't know what to do next. And it's just you save yourself so much time and research just by being in this course. They fast track you through it, and it's just amazing. And it keeps your attention. You have coaches that just guide you all the way through every aspect. Everything has been thought about, and nothing has been left out. So it's just an amazing course, and I can't wait to continue.
Yeah, and in a world that is getting very AI driven and e-learning and just go do this on your own, we're the something different guys. You get to still work with humans. I've been training travel agents since 1995. I started in the industry in 93. I became a trainer in 95. And there is something about that human element when you're going through that journey of doing big stuff, making big transitions. And it is a more complicated industry than you probably realize, especially if you're in that aspiring, you don't really know what you don't know. And that's the stuff that really gets you in trouble. So if you want to learn more about how we can help you, visit us at travelschool.com. If you're like Cyndi, this is my 700th video I've watched of yours, I'm finally ready, then just go straight to careersonvacation.com/ready now, take a little survey, and then my enrollment team will meet with you, understand your goals, and make sure we are a match for you. And then we'll talk about what classes are left open, which they are selling out quickly. So make sure you get scheduled. It's suitcase season right now, so you get your free little bonus suitcases. You guys got signed up during suitcase season, so I do pick all of those goodies myself to pack in there. So check out those links. We'll put them down below. And Julie and Tanya, I want to just say congratulations on all of your accomplishments. You did the work, and we're your cheerleaders for life. So kudos to you for all of your hard work. Let's do a little celebration dance. We're certified, we're certified, we're certified. I love it, guys. All right, hang out in the green room. For everybody else, I'll see y'all next week. We'll be back with some more case studies. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.